So we are here at Royal Cornwall Show, day one, cow day, and also working hunter day. Not riding today, but supporting the cow team here with Duke. And also grooming for my instructor later, who's doing the working hunter. So yeah, enjoy the footage.
It's a class of 2-year-old heifers is that we could lead off.
Well done, Tim.
Yeah, so they took a bit of sorting through, but in my opinion, I went for this heifer here. I really admired her balance, her fleshing. Where she did just score was through a rump structure, just perhaps preferred her tail setting a little bit wider and square across her plates. Really admired the heifer in second. This is a powerful heifer, low fleshing.
Side saddle show prep is a little bit like a bomb's gone off in the house because it's just everywhere. Bowler hat, top hat, just polished that, that's drying. All my brushes have been cleaned. Obviously, I've got a grey horse. Clean fly rug to put on her tonight because I am going to turn her out tonight. I know Lucy will moan at me. Boots, we're just on the washing stage at the moment, haven't done that yet. They've been washed with warm soapy water. So yes, getting there slowly, but as you can see, like basically I've taken over the entire house with all of my stuff. I forgot also my bathroom is basically another tack room. Ah, my poor other half. So, fun fact, some of you may know that I have got tennis elbow. Which also I now have golfer's elbow. So I've got golfer's elbow and tennis elbow. So that's cool. So my arm is quite strapped up and I am having to go and see the physio quite regularly for it and I'm having to ice it. So found an ingenious new use for the Shire's Sub-Zero ice boots. just icing my arm. So anyway, it's fine, I can ride with it. I should be resting it really, but you know, we're equestrian people. We have to just keep going, don't we? Like, I haven't got someone who can go and sort my horses out every day. I haven't got someone who can keep my horses fit every day. Other half is helping. Some of my friends are helping as well, so that's cool. But yeah, it's going to take a while. Apparently 2 people have told me 9 months, so that's cool. Anyway, we don't really have any other problems with it apart from the pain. And I did get a new costume, but because my arm has got thicker because of the inflammation, it doesn't fit. So having to go with my normal costume on Saturday, which is fine, I don't mind it, but I just fancied something new and shiny. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. I am wearing a short sleeved shirt under my habit, because I'm just a bit worried it might not fit if I wear a long sleeve one, but I have tried it on this morning with my stock and my hop hat, and it does all fit okay, and I can move my arm in it, so that's cool. So fingers crossed. So these poo stains here, probably on the other hock, not too bad. These are the reason why I turn out before a show. She's been in today, and look at the staining. So, pre-show day ride. I've got a bit of a thing about this because a few years ago I had an instructor, not any of my instructors that I've got now, and she told me to give Ellie 3 days off before an event. Said event did not go very well, so she had yesterday off. So I'm just taking her for a little pootle around the block, just to get her moving. And so I don't have like the PTSD that we had from that event many years ago. just go all the way over, Ellie. Not. He does sad now. Pleased with yourself? In hindsight, would mud have been better? Like, huh? In hindsight, would mud have been better because we could have just brushed it off?
Look, she's gonna go.
Ellie, go on. Do I go look at the damage now or wait till tomorrow? Do I go look at the damage now or wait till tomorrow? We've arrived. Stable manager was very helpful, and we are in a block with a few other ponies. Not that Ellie can apparently see those. And our ring is just here on the right, apparently, depending on which schedule you go by. We've just gone to get Ellie some more straw. I'm hoping she will relax a little bit, but obviously it's a bit different for her, so being a good girl. Oh, it's out of focus. Right there.
Yeah, you're good. Cheers.
Oh. Aw. Good girl. Ears forward. Good girl.
Ring 2B now, we're judging the championship for the children's pony.
No.
Bit more inside rein and kick her on a little bit. Ugh, she just spat over me. It irritates me, this does. I hate it when people just push in front of you when you're judging. And you try to go round and see in front of the judge. Sorry, Brie, just forgot to do the landscape. No, you can't run.
So this is our adult equitation class. Initially we obviously did the go round with the group, and this is our individual show. You can kind of see it in the video, but this ring is on a bit of a slope, and I'm not going to lie, it was really very slippery. Ellie's only got front shoes on, so we don't have studs or anything like that, and I was a little bit anxious on the downhill slope that we might slip, and obviously with her being 20, I didn't want to risk that. So going on the downhill, we probably are a little bit slower than we should be, but I would always rather err on the side of caution. I was really, really happy with her show. She did everything that I asked of her, and I really enjoyed it. I had like a massive smile on my face going around. She was very responsive. Her downward transitions were so much better than our last show, the area show. So big thanks to Tracy who gave us that lesson, because it's definitely paid off. I can really see the difference in our riding and in our show, as well as having a slightly shorter contact, as you would have heard Lucy say at the beginning there, to shorten my reins a little bit, because we know I got that comment at the area show of having washing line reins. And I did try and ride her a bit more in this, which obviously I should be riding her anyway. And I'm really happy with it. I really enjoyed doing my show. I just really enjoyed riding her around the ring. Like, I felt she went so nicely. We also did an extension, which is coming up in a minute, which I was a little bit anxious about doing, because sometimes if I push her forward in canter, I struggle to regain her and like get her back to me in a collected manner. But we achieved that really well. She didn't fall out of her transition, so I was really, really chuffed. And I just thought she generally looked really, really lovely. I have to be honest, I was pretty gutted because we did get pulled in last at the end of the class. The judge gave me some comments, but personally I don't feel that they were particularly constructive comments. She said that my saddle was slightly tight, but I know that she commented on pretty much everyone's saddle. And someone's saddle was too long, someone's saddle also was slipping. So like pretty much everyone in there had a comment about their saddle. And she said that I needed to ride Ellie a bit more forward, but you know, it was not great ground, so I didn't want to take that risk. I felt I rode her more forward than I normally would do, but I'm not going to risk her slipping at this stage. So yeah, I am a bit gutted about that. But well done to everyone else. Obviously, everyone's all really lovely in the side saddle world, so I'm chuffed for everyone else, but I am genuinely a bit gutted about my placing. Just because we've obviously worked so hard, and even like watching it back now, I do feel like we did go really nicely. But, you know, that is the nature of this sort of thing. Like, jumping is quite straightforward, isn't it? Like, you knock one down, you're probably not going to get placed. Whereas, even though this is based on skill, it's still down to a judge's opinion of, you know, how you're riding on the day. So yeah, it just is what it is. But apologies if I do sound a bit deflated, because I am. So in the spirit of being honest, by the time we got to our costume class, I was pretty deflated. And to be perfectly honest, I couldn't really be bothered. But my friends did their best to kind of G me up and brighten my spirits. And obviously Ellie doesn't care. Ellie tries her heart out for me every single time we go out. She doesn't care if she gets a rosette or not. She just wants to make me proud. And I am so proud of her. And then I feel bad for her because I feel like she should have got placed. Anyway, I didn't ride my best in here. I didn't really try. I haven't really got much more to say about this round, really. What I really didn't like about it was the judge called us in, just in any order, which was fine, and then wanted us to do our individual shows in a group. So the first two people did their individual show as a group, but just kind of followed each other, which was fine. And then the remaining three, including myself, had to do the same thing. And I didn't really hear what she said, And also it was really weird, like it felt odd to me going around and doing like an individual show in a group of 3, because you're kind of having to look all the time where everyone else was going and what they were doing, because obviously you didn't want to like push into canter if someone was then going to kind of canter across your path and that sort of thing. So I really hated that. So I just kind of followed what the person did in front to an extent. And also at the end, I don't think I kind of did my salute at the end, because I hadn't really heard her say that she wanted us to do like a proper individual show. So I really hated that. Don't recommend that in future. But anyway, it is what it is. It's only costume, so I always think costume's just a bit of a laugh, really. Like if you're going to a side saddle show, it's something else that you can do if you're willing to buy a costume. So yeah, don't really have any thoughts on this, really. We didn't come last this time, so that was a bonus. We came 3rd. But yeah, to be honest, by the time we finished, I was just kind of happy to be done with it all. This is a bit of a negative vlog, isn't it? Anyway, as I say, really, really happy with Ellie. She tried her heart out. I love her to pieces. And I'm really pleased with the improvements that we've made. So it's one to learn from. We'll move forward and hopefully do better next time. Home, had a roll, having a drink. She's going to have a couple of days off now. She was a good girl. It's very polite, isn't it? What she thinks of us. So a bit of a debrief. It's a couple of days later. I'll be honest, I'm still a bit bummed about our result in the equitation. Ellie, however, doesn't care. Couldn't be prouder of her though. She was such a good girl. She did everything that I asked of her. And irony is that when we used to do it, all those years ago, we used to get told that we need to collect it and slow down. Now we're collected and slowed down and we need to be faster. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you have enjoyed. If you like what you see, then please subscribe and give us a like. Not sure what we've got coming up soon, but I've got a few things planned. So yeah, over and out for now. Bye.